Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday webinar, our Wellness Wednesday webinar, where we are going to talk about some of these amazing products that we've been using. I've been using it for the past 2.5 years. So what I'll start doing is I will share my screen with you so we can rock on. Desktop. Can everybody see that okay? Yes, give me a thumbs up. Perfect. Okay, so we will, let me go, put that on the little small thumbnail. Okay, so we are here today to talk about the isogenics and cleansing. So how the program works, how the products work. And I'm Caroline Power, and I need to say that I am an independent isogenics associate. Before we start, we'll go through a few disclaimers. So all of the statements here have not been evaluated by the TGA, and these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Also, very important to say the weight loss disclaimer. Any weight loss that we are going to be showing here, they're not to be considered typical. There was a study in 2012 that research, I can't know what's written there, the University of Illinois at Chicago, and subjects lost an average of 4.1 kilos in the 30-day program, okay? If you're pregnant, nursing, diabetic, or on medication, or have some sort of medical condition, please consult your physician before starting isogenics or making any dietary changes. Informations here are for general purposes only. And earning levels for isogenics independent associates that appear here are only examples and should not be construed as typical or average. Income level achievements will depend on individual associates' business skills, ambition, performance, and work. Okay? So we'll start by telling a little bit about my story. This was me. So in this first photo, there's my husband and I. That was in 2010. That was obviously before any babies, before any pregnancies and whatnot. And I just wanted to say that I have been a dietitian for 11 years now. I graduated in 2005, end of 2005. And I did my postgraduate. I've always helped people with health and wellness. Then I got married. And things happen. You just kind of let go of yourself. You let go of your body. And so you start working in the industry. You start not looking after yourself, and you put on some weight. That happened to me. That happens to a lot of people. And it's really important to say that even though I knew exactly what I had to do, I just chose not to do it. So then I got pregnant with my son, and I put on even more weight. But the light bulb for me was when my son, in this photo here, when my son was, whoopsie daisy, sorry about that. When my son was 6 months old, and yes, that's my son, even though he looks exactly like my daughter, that is my son. When he was 6 months old, I was the weight that I was when I went into labor with him. So that really made me realize I had to make some drastic changes. I started with some lifestyle changes, and I managed to get a lot of weight off, but I still had that weight that was lingering on that I couldn't get out of. And it was, so then I was introduced to isogenics by someone dear to me who's on the line today, Hayley, over there. And in 30 days, I felt that my whole energy, actually, it took me about a week, my energy just went through the roof. I just felt like I was, bouncing off the walls. And, for me, the energy was a big piece. But it was also really important to say that I found my belly back. So I found my flat belly back, because before I was that, I had that little bit of a bulging belly, and that really, really annoyed me. And I did lose 5 kilos in my first 30 days. Then we get to that photo where, you know, you can see that I was happy, healthy. That's my husband and I got pregnant with my second child, my daughter. And you can see the difference between using these products during my pregnancy and the pregnancy I had with my son. I don't have a lot of photos. That's why in this slide, you only have these photos. I don't have a lot of photos from when I was overweight. I just didn't want to take photos. I felt like most people who are unhappy with their bodies feel. They just don't want to see themselves, and they prefer to deny that. But seeing this photo, which is a photo between my pregnancy with Penelope, my daughter, and the pregnancy with my son Benji, you can clearly see that they were both in the same stage of pregnancy, but two completely different nutrition levels. And then you have this photo when I was actually in labor at that point, but all for the science, I had to kind of hold a contraction and get Daniel to take a photo. So then Daniel took a photo, and then 2 weeks later on the breastfeeding program, I managed to get most of that out as well. And the best thing about this program is that you can adapt it to you. And what I did was, after I lost the weight, after I was pregnant, after I breastfed, I managed to go into an energy and performance, and I managed to achieve something I never thought was possible, which was my first half marathon. And now I'm actually training for my full marathon in June. And Daniel and I and my kids, we travel around together. We're happy, and we really love spending time with each other, which is something that Isogenics really allowed me to have the energy to do. So that's a little bit about me. Now let's talk about something, because it's all fun and games. We're talking about fun. Now let's talk about something very serious. The world is going through a health crisis right now, right? So everybody knows that obesity is on the rise. And to be honest, I actually just read before that in 2011 to 2012, the Bureau of Statistics in Australia said that 63% of Australians were obese or overweight, okay, based on BMI and whatnot. So if you look at that, you can see that that is on the rise. Why? Because convenient foods nowadays, you have fast foods. It's so easy to eat junk food. And when you start with that bad diet and that bad lifestyle, when that goes up, your stress level goes up, you don't feel like exercising, then you get, you are more prone to diseases like diabetes, like, high blood pressure and other chronic diseases as well that are mainly affected by lifestyle. So let's think about our day. We wake up, we have a shower, and then even the water that we actually have a shower with, it actually is treated. It's treated with chemicals. So there we are, putting chemicals in our bodies. Then we have our shampoo, or we have soap. So that also has some chemicals that adds that up. Then we put some makeup on, us ladies, men, I'm not judging. You can put makeup on if you'd like. Then that's more chemicals in. Again, we put deodorant on. I'm not saying don't use deodorant. Please keep using deodorant. That's very important, okay? And then on top of that, we go to work. We go to work, we get exposed to pollution, toxins in the air, so PHA and other toxins. And we decide to have some lunch. And in our lunch, we have a steak. And a lot of cows nowadays, they're treated with steroids, antibiotics, and hormones. And we decide to eat that with a salad. And the salad, that got sprayed with pesticides and herbicides and insecticides to prevent them from dying in the crop, right? So if you see, there's a man there, he's spraying our crop and our food with the pesticides, insecticides, and herbicides, and he's wearing all this outfit, and we actually ingest that. So that's really, really alarming. Now, what happened with these impurities? So all these chemicals, when we don't allow our bodies to actually do what the body is meant to do because we're not nourishing it properly, what happens is our bodies are trying to protect our vital organs, and most of our vital organs are in our abdominal region, right? So you have your liver, your colon, your kidneys, and that's in the abdominal region, and obviously you have your lymphatic system and whatnot as well that will help with that, you know, with clearing out and filtering our blood and whatnot. But we don't let it. We don't give the right nutrients. We don't do it. It's what we were meant to do. So the body gets these chemicals that are walking around, and they encapsulate them in fat. Okay, so this makes it protect the organs. That's why you see some people that are quite skinny, but they have that belly that's called, that people sometimes call it skinny fat. And with the skinny fat is because you have the visceral fat. That's the visceral fat. Okay, so and impurities and all of this toxicity in the body, it can result in, like I said, the muffin top. You can be more irritable, you can be sleepy, and you have a brain fog and headaches. So this is something that can happen once that build up in toxicity happens in our bodies. Okay, so what happens as well with our food is that it's been proven scientifically that we currently have nutritionally bankrupt soil. So in 1953, the University of California in Los Angeles did a study in a plot of land in California and saw that bowl of spinach that they took from that plot of land had the daily supply of iron and nutrients. And in 1997, they did that same study in that same plot of land, and they found that 43 bowls of spinach was needed at that time for the daily supply of iron and nutrients. And like I said, there's a lot of literature around saying that, you know, the comparison between nutrition information from one and nutrition information from nowadays, it is very different. There's a lot of scientific literature on that. So what do we have to do? The way isogenics works is we are going to clean our pool. This is what I usually tell people. We clean our pool. Don't we clean our teeth? Don't we clean, you know, service our cars? Don't we clean our filters, our air conditioner filters? Don't we clean our pools, as in, like, if you guys cannot believe this is happening, because my daughters just came in the room after I specifically asked my husband to take her out. Can you guys just bear with me 1 minute? Okay, so pardon the interruption. So we clean our teeth, we clean the filters of our cars, and we clean our air conditioner filters. So what I call it is we clean our pools. So in the first 30 days, we are using the best possible nutrients, we're using the best possible products to get that dirty, murky pool into becoming crystal clean. And you can see the tiles on the bottom of the pool, right? So this is what I usually tell people.
I'm trying.
Sorry, guys.
She wants you.
I don't care. I'm working. Thank you. Sorry, everybody. This is very embarrassing. But please bear with me. I do apologize for that. So, like I said, with the pool that is dirty and murky, use the best products. You clean out that pool, and then you look in the bottom of the pool. So obviously, that's what we're going to be doing in that first 30 days. We're going to be nourishing the body, and we're going to be cleaning the body. What isogenics does is it uses our natural detoxification systems to actually do that natural detox process. Okay? How do we do that? We use a few products. So we have Cleanse for Life, which is one of the most important products in the range. It has got aloe vera, and that is soothes digestion and increases the bioavailability of nutrients. It's got turmeric as well, and everybody knows how great turmeric is nowadays. Peppermint, it's got lipotropic nutrients, which helps the liver. That's why it's lipotropic. It's got 70 organic ionic minerals, vitamin B complex, antioxidants, got adaptogens as well, which assist in stress. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when I talk about the next product, the second next product. And most importantly, it's got no laxatives and no diuretics. It is not a product that is going to make you run to the toilet. It is not that kind of cleanse. Okay, it's a gentle cleanse for your body. Then we have the nutrition. So we have the cleansing process, you have the nutrition, and you have something else that I'm going to talk in a minute. Nutrition, the isolene shake. It's got 70 trace minerals and vitamins. It's got the right amount of fat, carbs, and proteins to be considered a meal replacement. It's got 24 grams of undenatured whey protein, which means the uptake by the body is the best. It's actually whey protein concentrate as well, which is the most natural. It's got fibers, probiotics, active enzymes. So it's really important when people make that shake, they drink it within the 15 minutes or so, because then those active enzymes are going to be working properly. It is gluten-free and soy-free. And one of the most important things, it's low glycemic index. Okay, so you're going to get the right amount of energy throughout the right amount of time. And it's only 240 calories. Why is it important for me to say that? It is important for me to say that because all of the nutrients that would have in this shake would look like that. Would you eat all of this twice a day? It actually would cost you $27 and 1 hour to cook and 800 calories. Ain't nobody got time for that, right? So that's why we have the isolene shake. It has all of those nutrients in one, and the best way to get all of that in that little amount of calories, so nutrient dense, is in the form of a shake, is in the form of a smoothie, a powder, right? I have a lot of people telling me, oh, but I don't do shakes. Well, fine, then you can do this. But I will guarantee you that the uptake by the body is not going to be as quick because you're going to be also laying down afterwards, using all the energy to digest it. So that's very important as well. And the third main factor that we have nowadays for health markers is stress. And we have this powerful, amazing tonic, which is my absolute favorite product. Some people call it their mummy juices because it really is a product that helps with the effect of stress in the body. And some people tell me, oh, I'm pretty calm, I'm pretty laid back. Yeah, but how about gym stress? Oh, but I go to the gym to de-stress. No, wait a minute. I mean your body stress. Okay, because when you go to the gym, you're lifting weights, you're getting your body, your muscles, right? Everything stressed. So this product will actually help combat that. Okay, it's got natural vitamins, plant-based adaptogenic herbs, which are actually exactly what they say. They adapt to what your body needs, depending on what type of stress you're going through, any fatigue. So it's great for endurance. I have some clients that actually take that right before the gym and off they go. And they actually manage to smash some of their PBs, personal bests. One of the herbs that contains in this is called shilajit. And shilajit is a known herb by naturopaths that it helps enhance your mood. It's an antioxidant. It's antibacterial. It combats the alcohol addiction and withdrawal. It helps with your immune system, blood sugar, to say the least, right? It's only a few little things that this amazing product does. So yeah, so my 3 non-negotiables are the Cleanse for Life, the Isolene Shake, and the Ionic Supreme. Why? Like I said, we need to nourish the body, we need to allow it to detox itself and cleanse, and we need to manage stress. Okay? This is the perfect triad. We have some other products as well, which really help assist you on your first 30 days and beyond. We have Visaflush, which really helps your digestive system. And because it's got magnesium and peppermint, it actually works as a gentle cleanser. Okay. Again, it's not a flushing product. You're not going to be running to the toilet. It's just a name. It's just for it to actually gently cleanse. Okay. Another one is the Natural Accelerator, which, as the name says, it naturally accelerates your metabolism. How? By using cayenne pepper, green tea, cinnamon, ginseng, okay? And that helps that metabolism of the carbohydrate, fat, and protein happening, okay? It also has alpha lipoic acid, which is a fatty acid that we find in all blood cells. So it helps that conversion of glucose. That's why some people sometimes also take that before they go to the gym, because it's a thermogenic. If you ever heard of that, it helps burn fat. On top of that, we have some other vitamins and synergies. We have our multivitamins here for women and for men. They're called essentials. The good thing about these ones is that they have the right vitamin with the right mineral, and they help the absorption. As most of you have heard me say before, vitamins without minerals is just expensive urine. Okay? So this one helps everything gets the uptake by the body a lot better. And you have the isogenesis, which is the middle one, which helps support our telomeres. Telomeres are the ends of your DNA, so it's a powerful anti-aging. The science behind it won a Nobel Prize. And we also have the ageless actives, which is called CoQ10, resveratrol, and vitamin D3. So this combination is great for cellular anti-aging. You know, CoQ10, most of you would have heard it or seen it, that you put that in your face with anti-aging creams. This one, you're actually taking it from inside out. So it's pretty amazing. Most people, after they start on the program, they get the eyes aglow. That's how your cells start regenerating and working better. And now we have some transformations here to show you. This is my really good friend Giselle. Giselle, or Giselle, some people call her. She actually went, you can see she lost a bit of weight there. She actually lost about 7 kilos in her first 30 days. But most of all, you can see her stomach. Her stomach really went much, you know, it went a lot in. So she lost a lot of those centimeters there, okay? And you can see the rolls here. She had some fat rolls, and here she doesn't. It's pretty amazing. This is my friend Heidi. So she also lost a fair bit of weight. She lost 27 kilos all up. And, you know, she's looking amazing. Now she's pregnant, and she is, again, one of the most beautiful and most skinny pregnant women that I've seen. It's really good. And this is my friend Hayley, who's on the line, and she's going to be sharing her story with you all.
Hi guys, how are you? So yeah, this is me, 2 photos of me here. The first one obviously was just before I started Isogenics, and I was reaching almost 100 kilos. I was 97.5 kilos, and each week leading up to that point, I just seemed to be putting more and more weight on because I really had lost control over my eating habits. I was extremely down about life. I guess that's because, you know, I had no energy. I became incredibly antisocial. You know, I started to push my friends away because I didn't want to go out anymore. I just wasn't sleeping. My daughter had sleep apnea, and she was waking up 4 times an hour through the night. So during the daytime when she would go to sleep, because my life was, you know, pretty much falling apart around me, I was using food to fulfill that happiness. And I'm sure a lot of you can agree that, you know, sometimes as women, we become emotional eaters. And because everything else was so crappy in my life, the food was giving me this unrealistic sense of happiness. But what I didn't realize was it was the food that was, you know, internally making me very sad. So reluctantly, I jumped onto Isogenics. I was very skeptic. I had tried every shake on the planet I tried every diet. I tried every single thing, and I would never last a couple of weeks. I didn't have a supportive husband, so, you know, he was no good at home, helping to, you know, keep me accountable. And yeah, within, I think it was actually the 4th day, and I was up and I was in the bathroom and I was doing my hair and my makeup. The house was clean, the kids' lunches were packed, and it was only 6 o'clock in the morning. And it had been years and years since I had actually had that kind of energy. So I went on, and Caroline's put the weight loss disclaimer, so I can tell you that I actually personally lost 11 kilos in my first 30 days. And being a person who actually thought that she was going to send her pack back at the end of the 30 days, there was absolutely no way that I was going to stop using these products. So I continued to use them. I loved it from day dot. I personally didn't have any detox symptoms. I didn't struggle with, you know, withdrawing from coffee, because I used to have 5 a day. I actually went 16 months without alcohol. I actually really, yes, Caroline, I actually really embraced this program. And I went on to losing 33 kilos with Isogenics. But more than that, what I found was that, you know, I got my social back again, and I got my sexy back again. And for, you know, for the first time, you know, they talk about your, you know, being in your 30s is supposed to be the best years, the prime years of your life. Well, before Isogenics, I didn't feel like that. And I, you know, for the first time, I really found who I was, and I really did find happiness. And my energy was, and, you know, not just my energy physically, but my inner energy was so great that everybody wanted to know what I was doing. And I started sharing the products. Actually, from day dot, I started sharing the products, but I kind of started sharing this product so much, and had so much fulfillment from helping my friends and other people I knew onto the program, that I decided to turn this into a business. I was a stay-at-home mum. I hadn't worked for 9 years. And I saw that for the first time I had passion in something. So I started really taking it serious, and started earning a residual income, which allowed me to actually get around to leaving my husband, which I had planned on doing for many, many years, but was too scared to do, become an independent mum. And now I do this full time, and I get to be the mother that I want. Not only am I energetic and I'm confident about myself, but I also have the opportunity to be able to go to school assemblies, drop my kids off at school, be there at the back gate to pick them up every day. And if my kids are sick, I don't need to answer to a boss to, you know, have a day off. And yeah, it's been an incredible journey for me, and love having people like Caroline as friends, and everybody else, you know, that I've met along the way. The culture's been incredible. And yeah, I'm truly grateful that I started. I never ever believed that this was going to be my life when I ordered that box. I never knew what network marketing was. I didn't really care. All I wanted to do was lose some weight. So yeah, I'm really, really thankful.
Yay! Thank you for sharing, Hayley. That's such an amazing story. So inspiring. So you can see, everybody, that, you know, anybody can do this program. Anybody can actually give it a shot. Okay. I have a few other results. So we've seen some weight loss results. I have here some energy and performance results. So you have Shannon. Shannon always wanted to be buff. He's now on his, if I'm not mistaken, 5th Ice Body Challenge. This was him before, and each Ice Body Challenge that he does, he gets better and better. This is not a 30-day result. This is a 16-week result. Okay. We have Christina as well. Have a look at Christina. Christina is actually 45 years old, guys. This is a 45-year-old lady with 3 girls. Like, she is just incredible. Look at her. She placed in a few competitions, like bikini competitions, and she's looking truly amazing, all using these products. We have here Joel, and like I said, we have the Ice Body Challenge. So the Ice Body Challenge is a 16-week challenge. No, you're not going to be competing or anything, right? It's a competition with yourself, okay? So who can you become in 16 weeks? Because I guarantee you that you're not going to be who you are right now. It is a journey that you're going to go through. So it is a challenge. It's a challenge to get out of your comfort zone. It's a challenge to actually grab the bull by the horns and actually run with it. Okay? And we'll all be here to support you. I'm here to support you. Even Hayley will be there to support you if you wish. And whoever invited you here to this webinar today will be there to support you as well. We're all one team. And you have Danielle. Same thing. You can see Danielle lost a fair bit of weight with it as well. And Kayla ended up as well being a finalist. And Kayla is actually in our team. So I always like putting her photo there, because when people tell me, oh, as if I'm not going to win $3,000 or $10,000, which is the grand prize winner. I was like, well, Kayla did, and you could do it too. She is just, you know, a person that started the program like everybody else. I remember even, you know, like when she came into a launch party and I was there, and she was exactly like the first photo, and we all kept saying you have to join the Acid Body Challenge, and then she did it, and then she won. She lost something like 20 something kilos. So it's pretty amazing. I recommend everybody to join straight away. Okay, now what do you do on this? We're talking about the products, we're talking about the results. Now what a lot of people tell me, oh, I don't want to be drinking shakes all the time and not eat any real food. Now, look at all of this. You can get to have some, you know, you wake up, you have an Ionics, which is that naturopathic tonic, like I said. Then you have here your shake, and then you have your vitamins, depending on which pack you decide to go with. Then you have a morning tea, which we will coach you through what you can and should avoid, what you can eat and what you should avoid. You have a main meal, which you choose whether it's your dinner or your lunch. And your main meal will be half of it of your veggies, a quarter of it of your protein, and a quarter of it of your complex carbohydrates. In the mid-afternoon, some people decide to have half a bar because it's a chocolate-based protein bar. You can do that too, or you can repeat what you've had a morning tea or, you know, thereabouts. And for dinner time, again, if you had your meal for lunch, you will have a shake for dinner, and vice versa. With your meal at dinner time or shake for dinner time, you will also have some of your vitamins and synergies. And before bed, you have that Isoflush. And no, it's not the same for everybody. If a person comes to me and they're avid exercisers and they don't need to lose weight, this is what their days would look like. They potentially would have breakfast. They would potentially have shakes for your snacks, and they would potentially have full meals. We really need to discuss and address what is suitable to you, what is suitable to your lifestyle. One sentence I like using all the time is that it is a lifestyle, not a life sentence. Okay, so it needs to adapt to your lifestyle. Anything needs to be adapting to your lifestyle. Okay. And you have once a week or twice a week for some people, you have a cleanse day. So remember, 5 to 6 shake days and 1 to 2 cleanse days. On a cleanse day, you will have what we call Cleanse for Life 4 times a day, and you will have some snacks throughout the day, you know, every hour or thereabouts. These are some extra products that you can get as well, but I will show you what your products would look like. The main pack options that we have here, we have these 3 main packs. We have other packs as well that we're more than happy to show you. Oh, okay. I just got a text message saying Robyn wants to share her story. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Let's rewind. Robyn, can you unmute yourself? Oh, I'll unmute you. Got it.
Okay. Excellent. So I've only been on the program, I'm nearly up to 30 days. And, you know, I just feel so much better. Like before, I was having Red Bulls, I was having coffee, I was doing anything to keep awake. And I would still fall asleep at about, maybe 3:30 while the kids were at home having their afternoon tea. And so I decided I needed something in my life. So I was sort of looking around, looking at what I could do, and I was trying, all different things. And then I realized, I looked more and more into isogenics, and I realized all of the nutrients and things I was looking for was in isogenics and more. So, I thought about it and I started the program, and Caroline helped me start. Thank you, Caroline. And I was amazed that, on the first day I started feeling really good. And, I'm happier now to go for walks with the kids. I'm happy to, I even kicked a ball in the park the other day, which is something I've not done, like maybe since my son's 18, mind you, and I haven't done that maybe since he was 5. So it's a really big thing for me. I also bought myself some new clothes because I have gone from a size 26 down to a size 22, which just really blows my mind. And I've lost 12 kilos. So I'm pretty happy with that. And, I love the e-shots. I know that you didn't speak too much about those yet, Caroline, but
Not yet.
I realized that that I'm able to replace, what I'm used to with something that's better for my body. So, yeah, thank you very much for letting me share.
Oh, thank you for sharing. Like, I love your story. I just didn't want to put you on the spot. So, let me tell you guys a little bit about the packs that we have. Okay, so we have the 30-day basic pack. So we have these 3 main packs, and we have some other packs that we can go through as well. But the main pack is the one that actually has the 3 non-negotiables, remember? The 3 non-negotiables are nutrition, cleansing, and stress management, okay? So we need to have the shakes, the Cleanse for Life, and the Ionics. So the 30-day basic pack will have all of that. We'll still have everything that we saw. You're just going to have to concentrate a little bit more on your snacks and your food and whatnot, okay, to get all of the other, synergies that we have. And that one is a really, really good entry point of $383 at the moment. We also have the President's Pack, which we all call the Success Pack. A lot of people that start with it get the best results. So you can see, Robyn, you can see Hayley. A lot of people get great results with the 30-day pack as well. And it's a great entry point pack. But if you can, obviously the Success Pack or President's Pack is the best. Why? Because it's got all of the 5 products that I say, which is obviously the nutrition, the Ionics, you have the Cleanse for Life, and you also have the anti-aging and the multivitamins there, okay? And it's got a box of bars as well. It's got a blender. So it's really, really good value for $577. It literally is. Now we have here, so we also have the Energy and Performance, which is, I recommend that for women over 55s and also, men who are avidly at the gym, because it is a shake that's got more protein as opposed to 24 grams, got 36. But if you think about the President's Pack for a moment, it's about $19 to $20 a day. And for under $20 a day, you will have all of the system with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have a 24/7 support from a coach, which is either myself or someone, one of us that have invited you here. And we're all, like I said, we're all one team. We're all here to help each other. We have closed Facebook groups. So if we're not online because we sleep, if we're not online, you go online, because I, for instance, have people all over the world. So someone's going to jump this. They probably had the same question that you do. So you go online and someone will be able to answer that. You also get a wholesale account. You get podcasts, learning tools. You got your own website and back office that we call it as well, which is pretty much your online shopping site. And you have the ability to earn your products for free as well with that. Okay, so this is all for under $20 a day on the President's Pack. If you do wish to get some extras, we do have some extras there. I can talk to you individually to whatever suits best, but usually I recommend people to get a box of e-shots, which is great for cleanse day. Gives you that natural caffeine boost. Again, natural caffeine boost. It doesn't give you the crash, and the isodelites, which really helps support your mood throughout the cleanse days as well. Now, what happens when you reach your goal weight? Do I just put it all back on? Well, no, you don't. Remember what I was telling you about the pool? We're looking down, we're seeing that, you're seeing the tiles, it's really crystal clean. If a kid comes in your pool and does a wee in your pool, it's not going to make your pool dirty, murky again, right? I always use that analogy because it keeps in people's minds because it's a bit crude. So the whole idea is that you go into an 80-20 rule and you still use some of the products. Like I said, non-negotiable is the shake, the cleanse for life, and the ionics, okay? But then we have a lot of options here that you can choose that with. You can choose to have, you know, one shake a day, and then you have your other vitamins and the ionics, and maybe cleanse once a week. We would be looking at what actually would be relevant to you, how a maintenance program would adapt to your lifestyle. The way I do mine is I have a shake for breakfast. I have had a shake for breakfast for 2.5 years. So to me, it is fully part of my lifestyle now. I cleanse once a week, or sometimes I do a double cleanse because I want to lose some fat. And a double cleanse actually helps lose more fat, because the first day you cleanse out some of the impurities, and the second day you actually use more fat as energy. Okay, so there are several ways to keep your results. I've maintained my results for 2.5 years. Hayley has maintained her results. I have a friend who has gone from a size 20 to a 10 and has maintained her results for 18 months now. So, you know, it's completely doable. You're not going to go yo-yo like with other diets. Like I said, as long as you address the 3 things, you're fine. And how would you like to get a rebate? Friends who are friends don't let friends pay full price. And if someone invited you here, it's because they're your friend and they don't want to let you pay full price. So there are ways to get a rebate on your products. It's kind of like a cashback. Whoever introduced you to this webinar will show you exactly how to do that. And I'll leave that to whoever introduced you. But you do have the opportunity to get from $150 to $370 back in a week, okay? Or more, but this is as a minimum basis, okay? And just a little bit about the science, because we talked a lot about the products, and I wanted to just show you guys that everything is backed by a team of over 40 scientists. Mr. John Anderson, he is the founder and a master formulator of these products, and he's for him to be called master formulator, he would have created over 2,000 formulations. Okay, and one really important thing to say is that he never put his name to any of them apart from Isogenics, because we have a no compromise on quality policy on these products, which is why I love it so much. I actually went to Arizona and I believe in it so much because I've seen it. I've seen the labs. I've talked to the scientists. I've talked to this man. So trust me when I tell you I was the biggest skeptic, and I now can fully tell you that everything is done in the best way for the customers. And these are the founders of the company, and the mission statement is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. So I don't actually go to work right now and have that mission statement on my door, because if I did, I'd be happy to be in a company like this, right? These people are, you know, absolutely amazing and masters, experts in all, you know, network marketing, compensation plan, you know, the whole community part of it, okay? And that's a little bit about the company. I don't want to go too much into it, but I will leave you with this. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So if you do want different results, you have to do something different. And best yet, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can try it for 30 days, and if you don't like it, you can send it back. I will help you send it back. But I'm sure that if you give it a go, you will like it. Remember, everybody, it is a lifestyle. It's not a life sentence, okay? Let me stop sharing my screen. Put it in gallery view. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of our Wednesday webinar. And I hope to see you all soon online or at an event. And hopefully you will make the best decision for you, which is to start this amazing journey. I'll tell you, 30 days could change your life. But how will you know if you don't try something? Okay? So thank you for watching.